Good afternoon and welcome, one and all. It's so good to see such a great crowd here this afternoon. We are so privileged to welcome Quadrants Handbell Quartet. They center in Princeton, New Jersey, and fortunately all met at Westminster Choir College, so we're very happy to have you all here. I won't read their bios because I figure you can do that, but you'll find their bio as well as information on the group itself in the program. I want to take a moment and thank our staff for helping to put this program together, especially to Nancy for a beautiful job on the program itself, and who our staff who helped to prepare the space. Also, thank you to the ECL class for providing the refreshments following the concert today. You're all welcome to join us for that reception that will be in our chapel. When you go out the main door here, you're going to go to your left, and then the chapel will be on the right. Also down that same hall are restrooms if anyone should need them. They are just beyond the chapel on the right-hand side of that hall as well. Following the program, I hope that you will take a moment and stop by the offering plates. They are there for you to show your appreciation for the concert. The concert itself is free, but we do need to make sure that we can continue to offer these kinds of programs. In talking to some of the other performers who have been here for the Annie Gall series, I am really surprised to find out that there are very few places that offer concert series of this type anymore. So we are so grateful and privileged to be able to continue to offer these programs. And it is through the support of our generous donors and sponsors, as well as to you all who come and attend. We have 2 more concerts as part of this series yet this year. You'll find them listed on the back of the program. On April 28th, the Conver-Weiser High School Jazz Band and Choraleers will be here. They've been here each of the last 2 years, and we are so happy to be able to support our local musicians and our youth in giving them a wonderful performance opportunity. And so they will be here on April 28th at 4 p.m. Please make note of the time because that's a little later than most of our other concerts. And then finally, on May 19th, we will be welcoming the touring choir from the Lehigh Valley Charter Arts High School from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And that one had been rescheduled from a snow date in January, so they'll be here on May 19th at 3. Again, welcome to Hain's Church. Welcome to this concert this afternoon. I had the privilege of watching and listening to this group warm up. They're quite amazing. And I hope that you will enjoy them as much as I did earlier. So sit back, enjoy. Thank you for being here.
Testing, testing. There you go. My name is Hyosung Park. I graduated from Westminster many, many years ago. I don't want to say how many years ago, a while ago. And we formed the Quadrants together the year 2016, I believe.
I'm there, 2017.
17, yeah. And then we've been playing since together. We all graduated from, attended Westminster Choir College, play under Kathy Shaw, and we just have love for handbells, and this is what we do and what we love to do. The first piece we played for you by Offenbach, and the next piece is Dolly Suite. And on the table today you see C3, at the other table to C9, which is yay big. So you'll see the difference between the pitch. The number there is a 3, the number here is 9. So it is a nickname we call a K9, because whenever we play this one, the dogs in the town, they can all hear it and then they all bark. So now we will play Flores Dolly's.
My name is Ray Nugent. I graduated from Westminster in 2014 and in 2016 with my master's in piano performance. I rang with the Westminster Handbell Choir for 5 years, and I was their tour manager for a few years. And you already heard the story of how we all kind of came together. So the next piece on our program is called Romance sans parole. It is also by Fauré, and this is one of his earlier works. Fauré was a French impressionistic composer, very much like Debussy and Ravel, and this was a piano piece that he wrote that sort of put him on the map in Paris. So I hope you enjoy.
Hello? Yeah? There we go, maybe. Hello?
Test, test.
The mic likes me. There we go. Alrighty, now it's picking me up. Hi, so my name is Bethan Neely. I am the third member of Quadrants that you are meeting this afternoon, on this beautiful sunny afternoon. And our next piece today will be the Brahms Hungarian Rhapsody number 5. Brahms wrote 21 of these Hungarian rhapsodies for piano duet while he was traveling through Eastern Europe. He met some violinists and other instrumentalists and became exposed to the Eastern European Hungarian style of music. So he was inspired to write these pieces, originally for piano duet and now performed by Handbell Quartet. This arrangement is by Phoebe Young, who is from Hong Kong, and she's a member of a handbell quartet in Hong Kong called Bell Prince. Brahms Hungarian Dance number 5.
Hello. So earlier we had introduction on handbells, and I'm just going to explain some of the special techniques and articulations that were used, particularly in that last piece, as well as the rest of the program. And so in the treble range, you may have noticed that we have the capability of ringing multiple bells in the same hand, in what we would refer to as a 4-in-hand technique, or sometimes even a 6-in-hand technique. And with that in mind, you'll note that every bell rings in one plane, so front to back, and never side to side. And so if I lay 2 bells going in perpendicular directions, I'm able to operate them independently or together as a third, as was just done. Some other techniques that we're doing today would include malleting the bells on the table, as well as a stop sound called a martellato technique, which is Italian to hammer, in which case we take this table that's covered in 3 or 4 inches of foam, and then we just lightly encourage it down into the table. Some other techniques that we use often would be the pluck technique, which is to throw the clapper into the casting while it's sitting on the table. And we can also suspended mallet as well. And so if Bethan doesn't mind holding this up, we can get a sustained tone. Now, of course, these instruments, most of what you've heard today has been on the bronze handbells, which are comprised of 80% copper and 20% tin. But in this next piece, we will introduce a new instrument called the choir chime, which is a brand of hand chime. So the chimes are made of standard aluminum tubing, and unlike the bells, they have their clappers on the outside rather than the inside. And while we love the bells for their bright tonal qualities and their numerous overtones, we particularly love the chimes for their richness and their purity in tone. So in this next piece, you'll hear both instruments playing simultaneously in Schubert's Ave Maria.
Are we on? Are we on? There we go. All right, just takes a second. So our next piece will be Salute d'Amour by Edward Elgar. Elgar's most famous works include Pomp and Circumstance, which I'm sure you've heard if you've ever been to any kind of graduation ceremony, as well as the Enigma variations, which are pretty well known, especially the Nimrod variation is very popular. So this piece, Salute d'Amour, Elgar originally titled Liebesgruß, which is German, and after a little while of it being out in publication, he retitled the piece Salute d'Amour to make it a little bit more marketable. He wanted to appeal to the Parisian market, and both Liebesgruß and Salute d'Amour translate in English to love's greeting. So what's better than the language of love, which is French? Salute d'Amour, originally written for violin and piano.
as Hyo-sung said, we started back in 2017, and the next piece on our program has a little bit of history with the group. It's my own arrangement of Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Mozart, so the tune that we all know and love so very well. We were very fortunate. This was one of our submission pieces when we were selected to perform at the National Handbell Symposium located in St. Louis, Missouri back in 2019. So we took a chance as a fairly new ensemble, and we were able to hit the road and make our mark. And since then, we've performed at several bell festivals all over the country over the last 6 years or so. And so I realize now I failed to introduce myself. I am Robert James Lamb. I have known the congregation here, or a few of the ringers in the congregation, for a little over a year and a half, when I was fortunate to be able to lead a workshop in the fall of 2022. And I'm just have always found that this congregation is just so welcoming and so kind, and we're so thankful to be here. So this is our Mozart's Eine kleine Nachtmusik.
Okay. Oh, first try. Love it. Okay, the next piece on our program sort of speaks for itself. It's a very popular piece titled Clair de Lune by Debussy. I'm sure many of you have heard of it. It was originally from the Suite Bergamasque and originally written for piano. I'm not really sure what else to say about it. You all know Clair de Lune, I'm sure. So I hope you enjoy this handbell quartet adaptation.
Test. So our last piece is Farandol. It's actually written for orchestra to play, but handbell ringers absolutely adore this piece. So when I say handbell ringers, that means the handbell choir that you will see like 11, 13, 14 people playing like all sorts of bells and chimes and things like that, not just like 4 of us playing like this. So there are a number of arrangements, and then when we started to rehearse, I had an idea. I really want to play this one in a quartet setting, and I asked our teacher, Kathy, do you think we could play in a quartet? And she was, I'm not sure, because the writing is so thick and it's very hard to play as a choir alone. I'm not sure if you can do it. So here we are. Farandol.
So as Hyosung said, we have one more for you today. But before that, I just want to extend my sincere thanks to the congregation here at Hain's Church. I especially want to thank Pastor Mark Johnson for hosting us, and to Marie Miller for asking us to be here. This, of course, never would have happened without her, so Marie, we owe you a big thanks. And there you are in the balcony. Thank you so much, Marie. As she mentioned at the start of the program, there is a reception, and we hope that you will all join the four of us there. It's not a party if it's just the four of us, so we hope that you will be there. And otherwise, we hope that you have an enjoyable rest of the afternoon, as well as an enjoyable spring season. So this final piece today will be the Trepok from Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite. And one more thing, I do hope that you will visit the offering plates in the back of the sanctuary. I know that the congregation will greatly appreciate your support. Trepok from the Nutcracker.